Hi everybody, Rock Dude here.
Marky Z, and welcome to the Rockin'
Rockin'
House.
House.
Today we have a special guest from the Grand Illusion tribute band to Styx, one of my favorite rock bands from back in the day. And he's going to talk about how things are going with the band and what's going in the near future with the band. There's some really cool things I believe you're going to really be interested if you're a Styx fan.
Yeah, Rick plays the part of Dennis DeYoung, keyboardist extraordinaire. And yeah, Rick can really hit them high parts, which is critical for anybody who sings the Dennis DeYoung parts. And what I like to show people here is original.
What do you got there, Rock Dude?
Well, yeah, I got an original Grand Illusion guitar script book here. And if you wanted to learn how to play, or if your band wanted to learn detail how to play the tunes, particularly back in the 70s, you go to your mom and pop guitar shop or music store, and you could pick up a copy and learn how to play all the tunes. And this is an original one. And then I just wanted to run down what the original tunes were, which most people do know. But from top to bottom, we got Grand Illusion, Fooling Yourself, Superstars, Come Sail Away, Miss America, Man in the Wilderness, Castle Walls, and the grand finale. And if you're not even as a non-Styx fan, you would recognize Fooling Yourself in the old-time classic Come Sail Away, which was Dennis DeYoung vocals on that, and Fooling Yourself vocals by Tommy Shaw.
Yep, absolutely.
Just a great album. The Grand Illusion, some Styx fans might say that's their best album. I would consider it their best album.
Yep.
And Rick names his band Grand Illusion.
The music of Styx.
The music of Styx. So that's Grand Illusion. And then yeah, we're going to have Mark tell you how he made the connection with this amazing musician.
Absolutely. Just to make it very short and sweet to let you know, it was through LinkedIn, which is a great social connection for networking with professionals. And Rick reached out to me based on my profile. Of course, being a musician, I have information on there saying that. And from there, everything snowballed into him now being on the show today. And we're real excited to have him. So why don't we bring on Rick in a couple minutes?
But,
I think Rocky's got something else to say.
Yeah, one more thing I'd like to say is what I feel is important for a tribute band. You could be the best tribute band in the world at the music you do, or the particular artist, but when you get an endorsement or the thumbs up from the original band or one of the musicians in the band.
Absolutely.
Yeah, in 1991, as a young musician, Rick Allen made the connection with Dennis DeYoung, and we're going to show you a photograph of that.
All right, we'll talk some more about all these things. We're going to bring Rick into the show. Right now, let's welcome Rick Allen to the Rockin' House. All right, welcome to the show, Rick. We got Rick Allen from Grand Illusion and the Styx Tribute, one of my favorite rock bands from back in the day. Rick, I know you got something that's going on that you found out this week is kind of a surprise that you want to share with everybody, and we're all excited to share this on the show as well. So just give us a little bit of insight about this Styx Tribute band and how it all came about for you.
Well, in the very beginning, it was just an idea that we wanted to do a tribute to one of the best bands from the 70s era of classic rock that we liked, and we didn't know if there would be a big enough following for it, but turns out lots of people out there love Styx, and we loved singing and playing it, and just one thing led to another, and before you know it, we're here 30 years later, and everything's rocking right along. So it's very cool.
Awesome, awesome. And I heard a little bit about some kind of surprise that happened to come through for you. We're excited to share it on our show. That happened this week, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about that.
I'd love to. We actually had to, we didn't lose them necessarily, but it was actually an amicable parting of the ways with both our guitar players. And we were lucky enough to sign on with the first guitar player, plays in the band with our bass player and drummer. His name's John Daniels, phenomenal guitar player. Nice. But the only real question is I needed another strong lead voice in the band.
Right.
We were lucky enough to secure a guy by the name of Scott Helfrich, who plays an acoustic guitar, electric guitar. He knows all about Styx, huge Styx fan.
Nice.
And as you so graciously equate my voice with Dennis DeYoung, he is the Tommy Shaw in the band. So we're really excited about that. We had our first rehearsal Wednesday of this week, And we said, if you dig the band, we actually like you a lot. We love the way you play. So officially, Scott Helfrich and John Daniels, we have two amazing world-class guitar players. And Scott is an amazing singer, so we're very excited to get started and up and running again. We've got about half our set finished off already. We've only got about 15 more tunes to go. So you heard it right here, first time on the Rockin' House show. Grand Illusion has two brand new guitar players and a great singer to go along with my so-so voice.
Awesome.
So we're ready.
Awesome, Rick.
Yep.
All right, we're back with Rick Allen again. How you doing, brother? We're
Doing
so
great,
happy to
Marty.
have you
Yeah.
here.
Yep, doing good.
All right, so here we are at the Rockin' House again, and we're going to start wrapping things up a little bit. First thing I want to ask you about is, it's to my understanding that back in about 1990, there was a tour you had the opportunity to meet with Dennis DeYoung of Styx. He actually kind of summoned you, that he wanted to meet you for some reason. Give us a little insight and explain that and how that happened.
Yes, I can't believe you brought up that old chestnut. I'd love to share that with you guys. Actually, we were performing in the local area in Buffalo at one of our larger venues here, and one of the girls from the booking office where we booked our gigs through, she actually went to see Styx perform at Six Flags at Darien Lake, not far from where we were performing, and obviously we couldn't go because we had a show of our own. And she came back all excited. At the end of the gig, we were breaking down our stuff, and she said, "Look, I got your demo tape." She said, "I got backstage with Styx. I was able to play the tape for them guys." And Dennis actually wrote me a note that said, "Great voice, great job, keep it up. You guys are doing great."
Nice.
And they absolutely, positively need to meet you. They want to see you guys. And
That's
it's like,
awesome.
oh, great. So it turned out that obviously that night we couldn't see them, but they said that they have their private number for their road manager. Backstage VIP tickets, whenever you want, you got to come back and meet us. So we said, all right. Fortunately, the following weekend we were off, and Styx was playing in Pittsburgh, which is, probably about a 4-hour drive from where we were in Buffalo. Okay. So we're like, so cool, let's go down there. So we all piled in the vans, went down to the show, got in for free, went backstage. They tooled us in like we were VIPs. Nice. It was amazing. Those guys all came out of the trailer. They were thrilled to meet us. Signed autographs, gave us all these posters, and they said, and John Young and Dennis DeYoung actually pulled us aside and said, here's the deal. It's not just that we wanted to meet you, but we were a little pissed off at first because we thought that we were listening to a cassette tape of an illegal bootleg of one of our shows.
Wow.
And then when we found out it was a tribute band from Buffalo, we said, we gotta meet these guys.
That's amazing, man. That's an amazing story.
We had a blast. So needless to say, it was during the Edge of the Century tour.
Wow.
So Dennis was still there, but Tommy Shaw was off playing with Dan Yankees, but it was still great to meet Dennis, JY,
sure.
both Pinozzo brothers, because unfortunately John Pinozzo passed away shortly after that, the drummer, but it was just an amazing experience, and it really set us on the right path for the next 30 years.
Amazing, awesome. Man. All right, well, in closing, Rick, and again, thank you for coming and being a guest on our show on the Rockin' House, man.
Love being here.
This is awesome, and we love having you, and maybe in the future we'll have you on again, I'm sure, maybe with the rest of the bands, who knows. But what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to leave you with some little video footage of these guys here so you can see their amazing performance live that Rick was able to obtain and give us. So thank you again for joining us here on the Rockin' House. I'm Marky Z. With my partner, Rock Dude, I'm out.
nights ahead. The neighbors got it ready.